What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. This video is brought to you by BetUS TV, but in this one we got some more spring practice news as a couple of Michigan players spoke to the media, including Jordan Marshall and Derrick Moore. They both spoke on the quarterbacks. Bryce Underwood throwing dots all around practice, plus Jordan Marshall talks about the running back room, having Justice Haynes in the room, and also a couple of wide receivers standing out. Justice Haynes also spoke to the media about transferring to Michigan, and Derrick Moore speaking on the EDGE group as he is very excited for him. Also got some recruiting news, a new prediction in for the Wolverines to land an offensive tackle target. Wolverines in the top 2 for a 4-star defensive back, a new potential quarterback target, and Michigan impresses a top 100 edge. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so a couple of Michigan football players did speak with the media. They talked about spring practice, some players standing out, all of that. First, sophomore running back Jordan Marshall was asked which players are standing out through 4 spring practices so far. And he talked about the quarterbacks. He said, obviously, on our side, the quarterback, Bryce, he's a beast. He also said that Jaden Davis is balling out too, though. He said just to see them compete and have a brotherhood, you know, they're so tight. I love to see it. And that's what you come to Michigan for, to compete against the best, and they do that every single day. He also said on Underwood that he reminds me a lot of myself when I came in as a freshman. He puts his head down and he works. You know, he said he's got that confidence, that swag that we are all looking for and that the quarterback is supposed to have. Senior edge Derrick Moore also spoke on Underwood. He said that, you know, he looks like he's been in college. He's looking good out there. His ball placement is crazy. He's been throwing dots all around practice lately, and he just looks relaxed and comfortable, like he's been doing this. So I'm really excited for him going into this year, just for everybody to see what he can show as a freshman. So that's what both Derrick Moore and Jordan Marshall had to say about the quarterbacks, and more in particular, the freshman Bryce Underwood. And also, according to Chris Ballas of the Wolverine, according to a source, they said that he just makes plays. When something breaks down, he can still move the chains, find an open receiver outside the structure of the offense, and he's also been impressed with his legs and is, you know, the complete package. So take that for what you will, but Bryce Underwood so far has impressed. Quarterback play, you know, whoever is out there definitely is going to be much better than this past season for the Wolverines, which is obviously something to just be excited about as a Michigan fan. And also Jordan Marshall talked about the wide receiver room. He said graduate wide receiver and transfer Donovan McCulley from Indiana has been balling out. Junior wideout Frederick Moore had a great winter cycle. And then he also said that, you know, the defense, then the defense just reloads. You know, the defense is so good to go against them every day in practice. It's unreal. You go up against the best defense in the country. And then he also talked about new Alabama transfer running back Justice Haynes coming in. But before we talk about that, I did want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, BetUS TV. You can check them out on YouTube for sports advice. They will take care of you. And you can also go to betustv.com for more odds and markets and for more sports content as well. And obviously the Sweet 16 starts tonight here in the NCAA tournament. We got some good ones: BYU, Alabama, Maryland, Florida, Arizona, Duke, which is going to be a phenomenal game, I think, and then Arkansas and Texas Tech. And obviously Michigan has a big one tomorrow night against Auburn. Absolutely can't wait for that one as the Wolverines and Dusty May look to continue their special postseason run. But let me know your guys' picks tonight and any potential upset picks, because I tell you what, a couple of these teams could pull off some upsets, including Arizona, BYU, even Maryland representing the Big Ten. You never know. So let me know. But with that, let's go ahead and continue here. And Jordan Marshall talked about you know, Justice Haynes transferring to Michigan. You know, he said, I'd love to do that every game, talking about the bowl game performance and whether that's, you know, sustainable, as he did get a lot of carries in that one, but he said it's not ideal. But if it comes to, you know, if that's what it comes to, yes, but that's why you bring another back in, and we have guys that can play capable minutes. And he said there's no drop off in that room. I would say we're just ready to compete. I'm excited for the challenge of having so many good backs in that room. And we go in there and we want to compete every day. But he said, he was just excited about Michigan adding Justice Haynes, and he said bringing him in makes me want to boost myself and be a better player. Justice Haynes also spoke to the media though, and he said about transferring to Michigan. He said, Michigan, I fell in love with the place. I knew Tony Alford from when I was getting recruited from Ohio State. I came up here, and this is the place I knew I wanted to be as soon as I got here. He said, I remember when I came up here, Alford connected me with Jordan Marshall, and he said that he's been great. That's like a little brother to me. I'm older than him, but he's been great. And the whole running back room as a whole, I'm just very thankful and blessed the way that they've accepted me, brought me in, been there for me. And, speaking about Michigan, he said, we're going to work, blue collar, we're going to go out and ball. That's what we do. So the running back room, as a lot of the position groups and rooms, a very tight-knit room. And then Derrick Moore also had a couple more things to say. He said, I feel like last year we didn't accomplish as much as we wanted to accomplish, winning the big games in the beginning of the season, but we finished off strong. And he said, I felt like my time here wasn't ready to leave yet. I love this place. I respect Sharon Moore, and I want to see him do well here. So that's what really motivated him to come back for another season. And he said that he told Coach Moore that, man, I'm just ready to go all out this year and let my last year go with a bang and try to do everything I can to try to get this program back to where we were when I got here. He also said that I feel like me and TJ are about to have one crazy year, a crazy duo. He said this whole offseason we've just been grinding, just working. We're just telling each other like, man, this is our last one, so we got to go out with a bang. He also said that to an upcoming edges, which we have talked about before, as Sharon Moore mentioned him, but Cameron Brandt and Dominic Nichols, he said both of those guys are kind of similar to me and TJ, same exact personalities, and they both got the same similarities as well. But he said they've been waiting, and now I feel like they're ready for their time as well. And he's very excited about the edge room this upcoming season. So let me know what you guys think about all of that. Then also, we got some recruiting news here, a new crystal ball prediction, as Steve Lorenz put in a prediction a couple days ago for Michigan to land the 2026 four-star offensive tackle Marky Walbridge from the state of Massachusetts, a 6'6", 270-pound offensive tackle. So that's some great news right there. He also put in a crystal ball prediction a couple days ago for Matt Ludwig, the top tight end target for the Wolverines in the 2026 class. And I also wanted to talk about the 2026 four-star safety Chase Calicut from the state of Texas, where Michigan and Texas are right now, it seems, to be the top two schools. Now, he made his first ever visit to Michigan over the weekend. He told EJ Howland of the Wolverine that everything was smooth down there. I loved it. It was nice to meet the whole staff, and it felt like home. It was a good visit. He said there's no stadium like the Big House. He also liked the way Coach Morgan coached up the DBs, has a lot of energy. He said he knows how to coach, and he said at the end that, Michigan, they were in the top two. Everybody says Texas got me. I don't think so. I think these visits are going to set the bar. We're going to see, but I like Michigan. I like the way Coach Morgan and Coach Moore are family guys. So big news right there. Michigan trying to steal Chase Calicut out of the state of Texas. And also wanted to talk about the 2026 four-star edge Titan Davis, a top 100 recruit on 24/7 Sports composite rankings from the state of Missouri, as he recently visited Michigan as well. His mother told On3 Steve Wiltfong that after the visit, I told Titan this place stamps all the boxes, not just checks them. It's solid in all the areas that are important. Overall culture there, it's hard to beat. And now he has official visit set to Michigan for June 20th, as that is a big defensive line target for the Wolverines right there out of Titan Davis in the 2026 class. But also wanted to talk about another potential quarterback target for the Wolverines, and that is the 2027 four-star top 100 quarterback Peter Bork from the state of Massachusetts, a 6'4", 200-pound quarterback. Michigan recently offered him, and he also got to campus for an unofficial visit over the weekend, and he told EJ Howland of the Wolverine that it was actually my third time there. I went for a camp and a game before this visit, but it's a great place. Got to meet Coach Lindsey. I watched practice and got to meet with some of the players as well and recruits. It was fun. He said, I think I would fit in great there. He likes the style and the offense under Lindsey, and he said Michigan definitely one of the top teams in his recruitment right now. So that's just another top quarterback target for the Wolverines right there. They are going after multiple quarterbacks right now. And like I said, Chip Lindsey is doing a phenomenal job keeping, his options open. But with that, that's going to wrap up this video. Again, shout out to our partners over at BetUS TV. Go ahead, check them out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.